Well, good evening and welcome to Dovecotes Primary School. We've got a cardboard Our Sea Monster we've built in the school playground here. We are absolutely delighted. We've had the most fantastic day. Oh my goodness me, what a wonderful day we've had today. We are live from, I don't know if we can zoom in there and you might be able to see me. There we are, I'm waving. Hello everybody. My name's Nick. I've had the best day in the school today. I haven't got my hat on. I need to go and get my hat, don't I, before I go much further. Let's see if I can't just get a little video up for you on the screen here. Oh, there we go. That's Ironbridge, isn't it? Fantastic. That's Ironbridge on the screen there. Let me just see if I can get a little video. What I'm going to do is just play a couple of videos because I've still got a few things to set up. So let's play a little video and then we'll come back to you in a few minutes. I hope you enjoy this film. Let's get the volume ready to go and play. Can we hear anything? Let me know what you think. Get some messages on the screen and let's have a lovely little live stream. Here we go.
We're all born artists. The problem is to remain an artist as we grow up. That was Pablo Picasso. And I think we've got to help our kids, all our kids, aim high in life. Not just high, but higher than high. We've got to help our kids find their passion, their art. So I'm Nick Corston. I'm just a dad. I'm co-founder of STEAMco. One day maybe I'll be the CEO, I don't know. So STEAMco is a non-profit community enterprise that helps connect our kids with their art and our communities with their schools by running creativity days. And we want to get the whole community involved. We want people who've had kids, not had kids, got kids, whatever, to come and work with us to help us run these days.
It's magical.
What inspired me? Well, I saw a talk by Sir Ken Robinson. I read half a book called What's the Point of School? On what we should be teaching our kids. And I went to Camp Bestial, which is really a Glastonbury for kids. And I thought, I want this in my kids' school. I've got a lovely little film my dad gave me of me when I was 1 and him with my first ever train set to kids in schools all over the country, and how my dad gave me the greatest gift. He gave me my art. Because Art is what we call it when what we do might connect us to somebody else. So art could be painting, it could be photography, it could be cooking, it could be coding, it could be dancing, it could be design, it could be DJing, it could be robots, it could be rockets. The fun, the excitement that we have making and firing rockets in schools is to be seen, to be believed.
This is the best day of my life.
This truck contains everything you need to run a creativity festival in a primary school. 30 coding kits with the BBC Microbit. We've got rocket making kits. We do cardboard challenge. We can do the egg drop. We've got a t-shirt printing machine so we can print I Love Art t-shirts. So the kids design their own logo, take a selfie. We've had thousands of posters of those done. That's with JR, French street artist JR. So we've got communities all over the country designing I Love Art logos, taking photos, and we sent them off to JR, and he's printed 1,000 of these off for us, which we're fly posting all over the country. So in lockdown, we got an Arts Council grant and we built a green screen TV studio. We've been live streaming events all summer. We did a 3-day Glastonbury event where we built a half-sized pyramid stage from cardboard and code and ran 3-day events. We had Martin and Gary Kemp. We had Glenn Matlock from the Sex Pistols on stage alongside community artists, dads and their kids. And we had a young lad from Leeds called Nenny who played his piano on stage, all virtual. And that's what we want to do. Lockdown's not going to lift in a hurry. And we're running festivals from a spare bedroom here in Paddington, but we need people involved. We want people to collaborate for creativity.
I think they're doing fantastic work to see.
For me, collaboration is everything.
Elton John gave me the greatest gift. Actually, he made a film, I don't know if you saw it, with John Lewis, where basically he tells the story of how he was given a piano as a kid and worked hard and made literally $1 million. I saw that film, ripped it off, put our own subtitles on it, and Elton John retweeted it. It had 50,000 views in an hour, and I went on a 2-week UK tour from Cornwall all the way to Carlisle, showing that film, showing my train set film, talking to kids about art and creativity, letting off rockets, and inspiring schools across the country in our 12 days of Creative Christmas tour.
You've inspired one little boy in particular, a very quiet boy, and as that rocket shot into the air, we heard the words blast off come out of his mouth.
Innovation, technology, and dreams rocketing up to the sky.
The state education system, we have a lot of people feel it's been narrowed and narrowed and narrowed, focusing on teaching and testing of highly academic subjects, which are important, which are right for some kids, but it's not for everybody. And some kids come out of the education system literally broken. 9 out of 10 schools in Britain have reported cutting the arts in some way or another, which is a real tragedy. And we're going to lose that cutting-edge creativity that made Britain so famous. Creativity is Great Britain, after all. The ideal future for me would be a whole load of these trucks on the road with passionate, enthusiastic, committed, creative people, helping connect kids with their art and communities with their schools all the way across the UK. As Albert Einstein said, imagination can take us anywhere.
So I hope you like that film. That was a little film that we made 2 or 3 years ago in lockdown, or just after lockdown, about all the adventures we had in lockdown. And films, bits and pieces, one of the things we like doing quite a lot. Let's have a look and see who's here. We've got anybody online? Anybody watching us? There's a few people out there. If you pop a message in the system, you pop a little message in, I can flash it up on the screen. For example, if I say, I'm going to type in, is there anybody there? I've typed that into my computer and I hit enter. That gets sent across to YouTube, Facebook and Twitter. Hopefully you can all see that. Now I can just click on that and I can display it on the screen. So if you're out there and if I ask you a question and I say, hey, why don't you say hello? You can just type a message in the screen and say hello. In fact, why don't I just cut to a slightly better picture? There we are. That's a little bit better, isn't it? We can have some pictures up there. Haven't actually got everything plugged in. I don't know if anybody's interested in the tech that I've got here. If you'd like to have a look at the tech, if you'd like me to show you some of the technology I've got, then just pop a little message and say, hey, Nick, show us your tech. And maybe I'll show you some tech. So I'll get rid of that message. If anybody there's a few people logged in. If you'd like to see it, then just pop a little message in. We're going to get a little bit of a live stream going fairly soon. Well, we are live now. We're live streaming now, aren't we? But I'd just like to show you another little film. Actually, this is a film that I made after I went into a school in Tilbury, actually, a school in Tilbury. And it's a film about a super young man called Teo. And this film has been shortlisted for the Charity Film Award. So we need you to go and vote for it. So let's see if we can't play you that little film. Why can't I play that film? Because I've got the wrong box up there. Let's play Teo's Road Awesome.
So you inspired me because all these things you're doing just makes people like just want to do it.
What do you want to do?
Well, to be honest, I really want to be a dancer because I've been dancing ever since I was 6 months.
I met Teo at a school recently in Tilbury on the Trailblazer project, which is funded with Arts Council and lottery funding by the Royal Opera House. And Teo's just like so many children across the country who have a dream. He reminded me of that TED talk by Sir Ken Robinson that changed my life. And if you haven't seen it, stop this video right now and go and watch it.
He turned to her mother and he said, you know, Mrs. Lynn, Gillian isn't sick. She's a dancer. Take her to a dance school.
In the film, Sir Ken talks about Gillian Lynn, one of the world's most famous dancers, choreographers who made millions from Cats and Phantom of the Opera with Andrew Lloyd Webber. And 12 years ago, I started STEAMco, a non-profit community enterprise to inspire children with creativity and to connect communities with their schools, because I believe the talent to do this is latent in communities across the country. Back in January, I launched an appeal in John O'Groats in Scotland to raise £1 million to inspire 1 million kids by putting up to 22 of our little pop-up day art trucks on the road across the country with Steamsters, people like me, creative carers who care about creativity, about children and all our futures. In March, my mother was taken very ill and we got her home from hospital on the Saturday and she'd been given a prognosis of 3 months to live. The district nurse came in to see her and said, Mrs. Causton, I know you. I've got your photo with my 2 daughters on the fridge from 20, 30 years ago when you used to run an arts and crafts summer play scheme with your husband. On the Sunday, a carer came in, Siobhan, who said, Mrs. Causton, do you remember me? She held my mother's hand and she said, you taught me sewing on that summer play scheme. And I realised then that the work that I do with people and communities across the country with STEAMco was part of my mother's legacy. And I went into a local school in Shropshire on the Monday with the support of BBC Radio Shropshire and launched the appeal in Shropshire to get one of these trucks on the road in my home county. I showed Mum the film that night, we listened to the radio interview, and I told Mum about my dream to raise that money. And sadly, she passed. I was blown away when somebody offered a match funding pledge, £50,000, if I could raise £50,000, and we did. And at the start of summer, we bought this camper van, the Starship 22, which we travel all over the country with. We went to fetes and festivals doing pop-up events, like we did this summer here in this fantastic grass amphitheatre here in the Cotswolds. And we've got a green screen studio in the back from which we can live stream events. This year, the government had £120 million for a national festival of creativity. And part of that, they put an oil rig on the beach in Weston-super-Mare and called it Sea Monster. It was absolutely fantastic. We got a grant to take community trips from Coventry to Cardiff, from Notting Hill to Newport. And everybody fell in love with Sea Monster and asked us to start a petition to save it. And we're in the middle of doing that as I speak. We see Sea Monster as a beacon for the creativity revolution our children, our communities and our country so desperately still needs, even after the Unbox Festival. But what chance getting the funding to do that? Well, I always think of something that somebody said at one of our conference events.
Churchill said an interesting thing in the Second World War. Churchill gathered the cabinet around him during the war. He said, do we need to raise more funds for tanks and planes and ammunition? And one of the ministers turned to him and said, we could cut the arts grant. And there was a pause, a moment's silence, and Churchill turned to him and he said, well, what's it all for then?
And if you need convincing about the importance of the arts and what the arts have done for us and could do for children like Teo, our communities in our country, be sure to get a copy of this essay that Michael Rosen wrote recently about what the arts have done for us and could still do. So my appeal to you today is, can you spare £1? Can you match fund £50,000 to help us launch this creativity revolution? I like to think, and I say, that we're helping children aim not just high, but higher than high, higher than my high vis. But little Teo, he had a lovely way of describing his ambition, his dream, and where he wants to go in life.
It's just there's some people in my mind that just made me, I don't know, aspirational.
Well, we didn't do any dancing today, so why did you think it was good today?
It's because that, like, there's always this feeling whenever you like watch someone do something, you just feel like that's your new passion, and like you want to continue that road, because there's always a road not awesome and a road awesome, and I really want to take the road awesome, not awesome. And obviously I know everybody wants to be awesome, not awesome.
Lovely little film there with Teo down there in a school in Tilbury, which, as I say, has been shortlisted. Really delighted that that's been shortlisted for the Charity Film Awards. Really, really pleased about that. So hopefully you'll go and vote for that. I have to send you all a link for that. Who have we got on here? Let's have a look and see who's actually on our system. Let's see who's logged in here. Let's get rid of that and put that up there. Who have we got online tonight? We've got Fairy Bear 21. That's great, actually. Now, just very important for everybody to realise that your avatar, the little logo that you use on your YouTube or Facebook or Twitter profile, will appear in the box over there. So not anything that's silly or rude, because we will block you and take you off. And I don't want to see people's real names. You can maybe put Christian names, but do not put your full name on. And I don't want anybody sending messages or swapping email addresses, or we will block you and shut the live stream down. This is very important. Even though we're not in school now, we still have to behave, and I ask everybody to be respectful for what we're doing tonight, because this is a family live stream. It's part of our Creativity 23 year, traveling around the country to ignite a creativity festival, or to ignite a creativity revolution. And we're having the most fantastic time on British Science Week. There are a few more things I need to set up here, because I'd actually like to show you where I am. I bet you can never guess where I am at the moment. I'll be absolutely honest with you. I am not on a cardboard sea monster in the playground at Dovecotes Primary. If you hadn't worked that out, I hate to break that to you, but I'm not actually here at the moment. We're on a UK tour, traveling all over the country for British Science Week. And this year, British Science Week, fantastic actually. It's all about connections. And I love that. I've got my I Love Art t-shirt on here, because for me, art is what we call it when what we do connects us to somebody else. So the fact that British Science Week is talking about connections, and in fact, they're talking about science and creativity as well. STEM, science, technology, engineering and maths, and art, STEAM, that's what we do. But I don't care about all these little letters. For me, it's about creativity, and it's about a broad and balanced curriculum, giving all you boys and girls and everybody, your parents, everybody, giving you the skills, the knowledge and the skills you need to thrive in this exciting world. And we're doing the greatest science lesson on earth, and we're very grateful for support from organisations. The British Science Association have encouraged us to do this. LGFL, who are an educational charitable trust who do internet connections, and they've encouraged us and helped us and sponsored us over the years. Edge Foundation and the whoever the other one was. This is the greatest science lesson on earth, and where better to do the greatest science lesson on earth than on our sea monster. Our sea monster is an oil rig made of cardboard, code and creativity that we're traveling around the country with. Here it was the other day in Birmingham. Today, fantastic day we had at Dovecotes Primary in Wolverhampton. Tomorrow, off down to Newport in Caersenwyd, which is Welsh for Newport, my Glass Primary School. I'm really looking forward to that, because Wales is a great place. Shropshire on Thursday, that's Ludlow, that's my hometown, and I'm going to go and spend the day with my dad up there and hopefully pop into a local school while I'm in the area. And then Thursday, we're in Newbury. Now, I know a number of schools are actually going to be possibly closing Wednesday. Nobody knows for sure until they get in, because of the national teacher strike, which could affect a lot of schools. So and this school is very likely going to be closing. The school, the the school we're going into, their John Rankin schools with Miss Cooper. So what we're planning with Miss Cooper is some live streaming lessons. So we're actually going to do some live streams, maybe with schools that are on open and shut and whatever. We'll get some British Science Week activities up. So that's going to be fantastic. And then Friday, we are going down to Dorchester, to Prince of Wales School, to see this legendary head teacher, Mr. Spracklen, Gary Spracklen. He believes his school is the greatest school on earth, but he's not saying that to be competitive. He wants every school to be the best school on earth by being inspired, where children are inspired to learn. And Mr. Spracklen is a fantastic head teacher. We went into his school a couple of years ago, just after lockdown, and he drove it in a tractor. And we set the green screen studio up in the hall and live stream the assembly to all the class bubbles and family homes. Absolutely fantastic. So that's Prince of Wales School down there in Dorchester. So that's why we're absolutely delighted to be on British Science Week this week. Now, last week, I had the best time. Oh, my goodness. I want to show you what happened when I went into... I don't know if you remember, last Friday was a rather snowy old day, wasn't it? It was rather a snowy old day. And I phoned up this chap. Now, this chap here that you can see on the screen is Rakim Omar, and he's the drive time presenter, or DJ, whatever, on BBC West Midlands. And we had the best laugh with him. Check this out.
I'm tired. He has exhausted me.
Breakfast with Rakim Omar
on BBC Radio WM.
Nick is on the phone with me and trying to get to a school this morning. Morning, Nick.
Hello, Rakim. How are you? Cool. You're banging them out this morning. Great tunes.
Thank you, Nick. Nick, where are you trying to get to? It's this
oh
early.
My goodness! I left London last night. There was no snow. I flew up here last night in oh, you won't believe this. A 50-metre long starship made out of cardboard. And
what?
I can't believe it. I looked out the window. There's snow everywhere. I've got to land at Hargate Primary School in Sandwell, wherever that is. They say it's West Brom or something. I haven't got a clue what's going on, mate.
Oh, so this is for the kids then? You're not just doing this for no reason?
It's not funny. It's not funny. I'm
No,
up here. It's not very well. When you take off, you've got to land. The kids yesterday, they made a 100-metre tall oil rig, right, in the playground. Good solid platform for me to land on.
Yeah.
It's just cardboard. It's out of cardboard. Cardboard and snow, mate. It's not a good mix.
Yeah, that's not going to work. That's not going to work, is it? That's a bit awkward.
I don't know what to do. Do you know if Hargate Primary is even open? I haven't got a clue, mate. I haven't got a clue what's going on.
Well, we'll need to try and find out for you because you need to be getting there for the kids. So.
Well, that's right. It's British Science Week, day one of British Science Week. Hashtag BSW23. And we've got to inspire these kids with art, with creativity, with science. This is the future we've got in our hands here, these primary kids.
Exactly.
Nobody seems to care. I don't know whether they're open or not. What's going on?
They do. They're letting us know. We've got a whole page on BBC.
Oh, hang on. Whoa. I've just come in. Hang on, I'm here now. I've just rocked up. It's open. There's kids outside. The caretaker's been up since the crack of dawn. We're coming into Amber. Look, I can see the oil rig going out. Mate, I'm going to have to head off in a minute. What else do you want to talk about? It's important work I've got on here.
At this point, there ain't nothing else to say. You've got there now, innit?
It's all running all right, actually.
You are the best person to be with the kids because your energy is incredible. I'm tired now. I'm talking to you.
Hashtag, check it out. Hashtag Science Week 23, right?
Yeah.
Hashtag Science Week 23. That's going to be us. We're going to be live streaming from our starship later on today across the whole of the country because there's kids locked out of school because of the snow. Hang on, don't throw that snowball at me. Don't throw that snowball at me.
Nick, focus!
He's got a snowball.
Focus, Nick.
Yes. 23.
Yes.
Hashtag BSW23. I'm just a dad on a mission to inspire 1 million kids to aim higher than my high vis. And when you see my high vis, mate, I tell you, sequin, stunt, cover it. I'll catch up with you later on. Ring me later on. We'll see what's going on.
All right, Nick, you go. Yeah. All right, well, go then. Go. It's like the school's open. I'm tired. He has exhausted me.
Breakfast with Rakim Omar
on BBC Radio WM.
I can't even get myself together, Lou. What's going on? I was trying to catch up, follow the space story.
Brilliant, wasn't he? Can we have him on every day?
No, is the question.
I'm quite worn out. I'm having a busy day anyway, but I'm even more worn out after him.
We need to have a moment, get ourselves together, and listen to some good music right now.
I must admit, I do like a bit of an Elton John remix, Rocket Man remix, Junior Vasquez, the arena dub version, no less. So yeah, we're on Science Week 23. We're traveling around the country. We did Birmingham on Friday. We did some pop-ups at the weekend. Oh, actually, I might show you one of those. Had a fantastic time on Sunday. Have we got that little video here? Where's that? Oh goodness, where is it? Oh, I thought I had that. Anyway, I'm going to play it. I'm going to look for that because that's a great little film. But I asked a little lad in a school in Hargate Primary. I said, "What is science?" And listen to what he said.
What is science? What is science? What do you think science is, young man?
Science is learning about the environment and how we can help it and what we can do to stop people from destroying it.
Science is what we can do to understand the environment and to stop people destroying it. Can everybody stand up, please, and clap that amazing, amazing answer? Woo! Professor Mick Waters told me this was a very special school, but you don't need me. You know everything. You don't need me. Bye-bye. I'll see you again. What? What, you do want me? Really? Oh.
Very, very special time. I pretended to go home and then I pretended to come back again. Sunday, I'm playing for time now, so just a couple of things. Yes, two more things I want to set up. I would like anybody who's watching to just type in the box where they think I am. Where do you think I am? So let me show you. Look, if you type a comment in, so I'm going to type in "where am I" into my comments box. Where am I? Question mark. That's going to go up on your screen, so you can see that. Airy Bear 21 says hello. So that's what happens. If you type a message in, I can flash that up. So I've just typed in "where am I?" So where do you think I am? Where possibly could I be? And I have to be honest with you, at this precise moment, I'm not actually on a cardboard oil rig model. I'm not on one of those. I am actually somewhere else. And if you think you know, just type it in the box. Let's have a little guess. In fact, I'd like you to understand why we are on a no, I'm going to do this first. I'm actually going to show you what happened on Sunday, because Sunday was nuts. Sunday was actually quite nuts. Let me just show you how nuts it was. Oh, welcome to my life.
You know what time it finishes, mate? An hour. You just took a pitch fee off me. That bloke in the high vis. An hour. You what? I mean, just come. I thought it was an afternoon car boot. No, we're open at 5 in the morning. Started at 5. You're having a laugh. I can't quite believe it. I've turned up at Cole's car boot sale, only half an hour to go, and Cole's let me have a little picture, a couple of quid. I think we're going to keep that quiet, Cole.
Oh, yes, definitely.
So how often do you do this then, Cole?
Every Sunday and Wednesday, every bank holiday.
Sunday and Wednesday.
Yep.
Where are we exactly? Because I haven't got a clue what time of the day
Imlay.
it is. Like...
Imlay. By Imlay Hall.
So we're near sort of Wolverhampton, Dudley way, are we?
Yeah.
Well, I was born and bred in Ludlow. I don't know if you've heard of Ludlow.
Yeah, I have.
I was born and bred in Ludlow. You've been over there, have you?
Yeah, I have. Yeah,
fantastic. So what have you got on offer here then? A bit of everything, is it?
A bit of everything, yeah. Bouncing castles, a lot of food vendors, you know, bric-a-brac.
Well, the thing is, I think, especially after a miserable old day like yesterday, people want a lovely day out and not have to spend a lot of money. You've got your bouncy castle down there. How much is it to go on the bouncy castle?
I think it's 150.
That's all good value, isn't it? Yeah. Well, I'm going to see if I can catch someone to make some marks and cardboard. I'll come back later.
All right, Milan.
Tell him hang in there, lovely. There's Cole with his car boot sale. I better get the stall set up. Hey, Thomas the tank captain, get back up here quick. Free workshop for the kids. Quick, honest to God, free gift. You come up here now, I'll give you a free gift. Come on. Let's be having you. 3, 2, 1. What do you reckon, Dad? You like this? Yeah. So what's your job? What do you do for a job?
I'm engineer on the civil service.
Civil engineer. Wow. What project are you working on at the moment? HS2. Goodness me, you've got a clever dad, haven't you? What do you think, guys?
Yes.
Did you like that?
Yes.
What did you like about it?
I like when we had to go fetch it.
Did
And
you?
I like the way it pumps up.
You like the way it pumps up? And do you like the cardboard kits as well?
Yeah.
What are you going to make with your cardboard?
I'm going to make a rocket like seabird because then it can be nice. Then it can be fun to play with.
That's right. What are you going to make?
I'm going to agree with my sister.
You're agreeing with your sister. That's a world first, isn't it? Let's have a photo.
Well, there you have it. That's what I got up to on the bank on the weekend. I went to a car boot sale. Oh my goodness me! Oh my goodness me! Yes, it's been quite a rock and roll tour, this one, and here I am in Wolverhampton. I have to apologise if the signal's not really brilliant. I'm doing this on my mobile phone, the live streaming, and the signal seems to be coming and going, and it may just not be bearable. Let me have a look and see what sort of image we are getting. I usually put a satellite dish up. I didn't have time to put that up tonight, I'm afraid. Let's have a look, and so I can't. Gosh, it's not even coming up on my feed actually. I hope it is still live. Yes, it is. Oh yeah, we've got something there. Okay, well it's not too bad. There's something there. Has anybody guessed where we are? Let's have a quick look at the messages. Richard Smith, a good video. What's Richard Smith got to say? Good video of the cardboard kit, can't stay in it. Planning for microbit day tomorrow. Richard Smith is great. He runs an organisation called Amazing ICT, and they deliver coding, tech support, online safety, tech literacy for schools across Shropshire. And there are 2 or 3 in the team now, and Richard's been absolutely fantastic. Great to see him by his bales there. Anybody there going to guess where we are? Anybody out there going to try and guess where we are? Because I'll show you if you want me to. In fact, I could show you my tech. Would you like to see the tech? Does anybody want to see the tech? If you just type yes in the box, I'll show you the tech. Otherwise, I'm not going to. In fact, I might just go and have my dinner actually. Can you hear the generator going? I've got a generator because I am in a place with no electricity. Well, not somewhere you can just plug in. And I haven't got an electric van, so I can't plug the electric in. Anybody going to type in the box? Where are you, Nick? Okay, well, I'll show you the tech then. I'll just give you a quick sneak preview of my tech, because I know quite a lot of people like to see tech. I'm not actually really on top of a cardboard sea monster in the playground at Dovecotes Primary. I'm not actually really here, even though when I wave, you can see me and it looks like I'm here, and it looks like that's where I am. I'm not actually there by my starship. No, I am not there. I am actually in the back of Starship 22. Now, some people see a camper van, but I have to tell you that this is not a camper van. This is Starship 22.
It's 6 o'clock. I'm Phil Cooper. A national campaign has been launched in Liverpool to encourage schools to include arts and technology as part of the curriculum. Over 30 organisations have joined the Save Our Subjects campaign, which is being led by STEAMco, a national non-profit community enterprise. Their CEO, Nick Corsten, says the curriculum has become too narrow and shouldn't just focus on literacy and numeracy.
What we're trying to achieve is to get everybody to understand and appreciate the value of not just art, well, art in its broader sense, but creativity, because we think that this is the key to giving our children futures in which they're going to be able to thrive and not just survive. These are important skills.
Haha, I didn't press the button. I didn't press the button. I didn't have that button pressed. When that's not red, you can't hear me. Now you can hear me again. Now you can hear me again. And I forgot to press the button. That's the problem when you're doing it on your own. So I was rabbiting away. So what I was saying was, I'm actually in the back of a camper van. So that's the kitchen down there. There's my microwave. That fell off there the other day when I was driving along. I need to screw that down, but the door's broken now, so it won't open. So I won't be having microwave dinner. There's my disco mirror ball over there. Look, that camera there's filming me. You can see what's on that camera there. Look, that's cameras there. And then this software mixes it all together. I've got some buttons to press here, and I've got lots of buttons to press there, so I can do different things there. I've got my laptop here with PowerPoint, and normally that would be my social media stuff. In fact, I don't know why my social media is not up there. That shouldn't be there. Why didn't I move that? So I'll grab that, and I'll put my social media up on that screen over there. That's cool. So there we go. So that's my social media stuff over there. That's usually where I have Zoom screens. So if people on Zoom, they come in over there. Now, would you like to see where I am? Has anybody worked out where I am yet? Anybody worked out where on earth Wally is today? Let me see if anybody even cares. Oh, we've got a message. Fairy Bear's put in your van in front of your green screen, says Fairy Bear. Richard Smith, are you still there? If you're still there, Richard Smith, where do you think I am? Would you like me to show you? Would you like me to show you? Because if you would, I'll actually go outside, look, because that's the view from outside here. There's my trailer. I'm going to put the camera there. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go outside and pick that camera up. Now, I might get into trouble doing this. This might be the last you see of me for a little while. Let's balance that GoPro on there, because you're going to see me walk out and go round and go and get my Wales. Somebody says Wales. Fairy Bear knows where I'm going, but Fairy Bear, I am not there yet. I think I might know who Fairy Bear is, actually. Good old Fairy Bear. Good to see Fairy Bear back up on the road. So I'm going to go outside. So I hope you can see me. If I got that, I need to get the right screen up, don't I? Yeah. So okay. So you're going to see me go out here, and then come round the side. Actually, I'll just pop this blind up so you can have a good old look inside. I'm a bit secretive normally. You're not going to believe where I am. It's so funny. It's so funny. Let's hope security don't get me. Let's hope security don't get me. Can you guess where I am? So there we go. Look, that's my camper van. I can't see. I hope you can see this. There's my trailer. But I wonder if you can guess where I am. Well, I'm in car park B, row 5, and there's lots of vans, there's some flags over there. What does that say? I something. Yeah, I'm in the IKEA car park. Can you believe it? I am live and direct, live streaming for British Science Week in the IKEA car park, because as somebody said, I'm off to Wales tomorrow. Well, that lens is a bit dirty. I'm off to Wales tomorrow, and I need to get some cardboard, so I've come cardboard shopping. Exactly. So that's exactly where I am. I've planned it on there. I've got a rocket. I've got some lights. How cool is this? And in the back of my camper van is my green screen studio. Need to tie those wires up, but not to worry. It's all a bit random. It's all a little bit random. But I hope the security will probably come now, because I only turned the lights on just then, you see. And security will come and bust me, because they'll have seen me on their CCTV now. There's my generator down there. If they come and say, I'm just doing some work and I'm going to go shopping. Good luck with that. Good luck with that, Nick, they'll say, because you're not coming in our shop doing naughty things like this. So let's just unplug that now. So, there we were. Did anybody guess it? Did anybody guess that's where I was? Fairy Bear didn't get it, did they? Anyway, I'm going to knock it on the head now, because we were hoping to do some content from the school. The problem is that the internet connection is so bad here today that we haven't actually been able to get an awful lot of the video downloaded, and we need to check it all with the school. So what we're going to do is we're going to knock it on the head now, and we're going to do a live stream, get everything together, and we'll do it next week. But, oh, goodness me. I think I'll just play out. I think I'll play out with, my favourite at the moment. My favourite, I'm very sad actually because my friend Benji's not with me. Well, possibly, maybe Benji is, I don't know. Benji could be in the chat, so I don't know. But Benji is a good mate of mine, and we met actually on Sea Monster. No, I'm going to do the Sea Monster film. I'm going to tell you, why have we got an oil rig? Why on earth are we taking an oil rig to schools across the country? Well, this is the film that tells you why we're on an oil rig. Thank you very much for joining me tonight. I've done a live stream. I've done it. Whatever. I said I would, I have. But
it started as an idea to tell stories about the weather, reuse.
I distinctly remember the question, do you think we can get hold of a rig?
It's big, it's brave, it's optimistic.
No one's geared towards doing this despite what everyone talks about in terms of reuse. We'll be the first people in the world to have done this. It was like a red rag to a bull, basically.
You like that? I do. I don't think they should cut it up. They should put it somewhere else and let somebody else have a, walk around the country.
Organisers of the Sea Monster say 500,000 people visited the attraction on Weston-super-Mare's seafront. After delays getting it ready, the repurposed North Sea gas rig was open to the public for 2 months before closing its doors on Sunday. Parts have already been removed, although a petition to keep it in place for longer has this afternoon been taken to Parliament.
I think it's disgusting they're getting rid of it. It's an attraction. There's thousands of people come to see it. It's bringing people into Weston. What's the matter? What are they thinking?
Having seen this on BBC television earlier in the year, I live on the East Coast. I've come all the way here to see this fantastic Sea Monster. What a great piece of artwork.
To look at the queues of people that are trying to get in.
Why take it? Why disassemble it tomorrow? Why break it up? Why not keep it here for the rest of the year until something else is arranged to go there? There's a lot of money that's cost to have that. It's brilliant.
This is our petition for Michelle Donnellan, the Culture Minister here at the Department of Digital Culture, Media and Sport in London, to save Sea Monster. A stay of execution for this fantastic art project that could be a beacon for the creativity revolution that our children, our communities and our country so desperately need. I'm going to hand it in now.
That is Nick Corsten. He's full of beans, isn't he? He loves Sea Monster, and there's nothing wrong with that.
What's the point of being human and being on this planet at a tough time like this if we haven't got art and culture? And as I say, Sea Monster could be that beacon for a creativity revolution we so desperately need in this country.